Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivoham, is the reviver of KAILASA, this ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. KAILASA is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through KAILASA results in the legal recognition of KAILASA as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in Respect of Treaties, 1978, addresses these principles of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual
Nithyanandam Paramaswadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dadvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachlam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurun Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, everyone. Yes, Nithyanandam. So, after this powerful darshan, and we saw so many people have actually participated in the power manifestation. So understand these powers that Paramashiva gives in Vedas and Agmas, more than 460 powers that Paramashiva gives, and all these are possibility for each one of us. With the Sas Pramana, these powers are available for all of us, and Swamiji is giving as a gift to all of us to elevate our existence, to elevate our consciousness, to reside in that oneness, to reside in that super consciousness where, and for that particular reason, Swamiji has happened on this planet Earth to give that super conscious breakthrough. So, three things Swamiji mentions: that having the human body, that itself is rare. Then having the seeking for that super consciousness is again rare. And connecting to an avatar when he himself is here is the rarest of the all. And when you are here, that itself means all three are already satisfied. So blessed, all of you are blessed that Swamiji, when Swamiji is here, you are also here. So let's again and again go on manifesting the powers. Understand, this is the time when you start growing the oneness in you. Ultimately, it explodes as the ultimate bliss. So with this, now we'll be entering into the next revelation by Swamiji, which is going to be on the throat chakra, Vishuddhi chakra. Till now, before darshan, we had Swamiji revealed till the Anahata chakra. So we'll be now entering into the next chakra, which is the throat chakra, which Swamiji will be revealing on this, and then we'll be entering into how to unblock this chakra. So let's enter into this.
All right. Let's enter into the program. Let me define integrity and authenticity once again. Life starts for you only with integrity. Understand? Till the integrity starts for you, you are a broken pieces, few bones, little flesh, assembled unfortunately, accidentally, and existing accidentally. That's the right word I'll use. Anybody without integrity, if he is not killed, it does not even get recorded in the cosmos. Of course, I'm not telling you go and kill. In the cosmos, it does not even get recorded as a sin. It means in the cosmos is not even respected. Numbering is not done. Registration is not done in the cosmos. He is not numbered in the cosmos. Great. Issue is resolved. I'll give you the essence. Life starts only when you have integrity. Integrity means you fulfilling the word and thought you give it to yourself and to others, and experiencing a state of completion, purnatva, with the life. For example, this moment you should be complete with all the words you gave it to you and to others. So that even if the breath which is going inside, if it doesn't come out and just goes up, you are complete. You are complete. How many of you feel you are complete with all the words you gave it to yourself and to others? Because yesterday I gave you the assignment of completing with yourself and others. How many of you did the assignment? Please raise your hand. Great. But if you do it once, that will not be enough. How many of you did not do? Raise your hand. Now I am giving you time. Oh God, but I cannot delay the session. Okay. In the next break, you will do it and come back. You have to sacrifice your break and do. How many of you feel the power of completion when you do? Really, so much of healing is happening inside. So understand, this is not a process which can be completed in one day. You need to go on and on at least for next 1 year. Decide this year is year of completion. Go on talking to mirror, to yourself. Go on talking to yourself through mirror. Go on completing with yourself and others. Authenticity means you being established and responding to life from who you believe yourself to be for yourself, means mamakara. Who you believe yourself to be for others, ahankara. And what others believe you to be for them, manyakara, anyakara. What others believe you to be for them, anyakara. Authenticity is you living to the peak of your capacity every moment of your life as per your understanding of the peak capacity and others' understanding of the peak capacity, peak possibility. Mamakara is who you believe and project yourself to be to the peak of your capacity for yourself as per your understanding of the peak of your capacity. Listen, only then you will understand. See, I am uploading all these videos, so all of you, I wanted you guys to see this again and again at least next few times, few days. Because these definitions are long British statements, almost like a legal statements. Unless you hear again and again, you will miss one or two words. You will miss one or two words. Listen, I am defining Mamakara. Mamakara is who you believe and project yourself to be to the peak of your capacity for yourself as per your understanding of the peak of your capacity. Ahamkara is who you believe and project yourself to be to the peak of your capacity for others as per your understanding of the peak of your capacity. Anyakara is who others believe and project you to be to the peak of your capacity for them as per others' understanding of the peak of your capacity. So all of you are clear about these basic truths of intensity and integrity and authenticity? All cities, if you are clear about this basic two tattvas, please raise your hand. Great. If you are not clear, raise your hand so that I'll repeat once more and see to it you understand where it is. Please listen. Integrity means fulfilling the words you gave it to yourself and to others and living in a state of completion with life. For example, you give a word to others. I will give you $1 million or $1 million rupee. Either you have a clear integrity, you are going to give your whole life to fulfill that commitment, or call that person and tell, I will not be able to give, so I relieve myself from the commitment I made. That is also integrity. See, for example, I have committed with many of my disciples, I will give them enlightenment. I'll ensure they achieve the state of enlightenment. So even if I leave this body, I am going to be sitting alive in the cosmos in a different frequency, what I call Akshardhama, imperishable space. I am going to be sitting with many of my Jivan Mukta sannyasis. And I am going to fulfill my commitment with integrity and authenticity. So either you should have that clarity. I have committed with him, I'll give $1 million. I should give everything and make it happen. Even in between I die, I will have to take another one body, come back and search for where he is and see to it he receives my $1 million. If you are not sure you want to do that, if you are clear you don't want to do that, then at least call him and complete with him. Sorry, I committed for $1 million, but I cannot do that. I have taken up some other as my prayer. Let's come back to the subject. Tucson. Authenticity means being established, responding to life from what you feel, what you believe yourself to be for yourself, and who you believe yourself to be for others, and what others believe you to be for them. Chakra. Before entering into the session, just 3 minutes, settle down so that you are ready to flow with the session. Just close your eyes and sit straight. Close your eyes and sit straight. You don't need to meditate or chant or anything. Just close your eyes and sit. Relax. You can open your eyes. Now we'll work on the throat center. Till yesterday we were working on the heart center, means root, being, navel, heart. 4 centers we've worked. Today we will work on throat center. Throat center, Vishuddhi Chakra is what we are going to work now. The thought current for the Vishuddhi Chakra is jealousy and comparison. Understand? When there is a non-alignment between the anyakara, means the image you carry about others, and the image others carry about you. When there is a non-alignment between these two, it is called jealousy. I am defining, please catch it. Listen. When there is a non-alignment between what you feel, your image about others, and others' image about you. Anyakara is what you believe and project others to be for you as per your understanding of their peak capacity. Let me define. Anyakara means what you believe as others and their peak capacity, and what others believe as you and your peak capacity. When there is a non-alignment between these two, when they are not integrated and inauthentic, jealousy is the outcome of a deep, innate violence you carry. Please understand. When somebody expects something from you, when their image about you demands your expansion, but you are not interested in expansion, the violence you show towards them is jealousy. Then you say, why should I expand? See, my level people, I am much better than them. Jealousy starts only to justify you in the beginning. Then it becomes a violence to declare your supremacy. Jealousy does not start as a supremacy. It always starts as justification. But when you finished justifying everything, it's like to win your enemy, you create an army. After your enemy is destroyed, there's no job for your army. Then you go on to the next country just to give a job for your army, just to keep your army occupied. Same way, jealousy starts to justify your inauthenticity and goes on and on. Once all the justifications are over, now you start offending, means declaring supremacy. The comparison is used to declare supremacy. How many of you feel in your life also the comparison and jealousy has started only as a justification process of your inauthenticity? Raise your hand. How many of you are able to cognize this idea? Yes. Jealousy started in my life for justification of my inauthenticity. Justification of your inauthenticity makes the complication you will never be able to get into authenticity. You will never be able to get into authenticity. Because the layer of authenticity has become double. See, if the inauthenticity alone exists, at one point you can clear it. But now a strong bolting of inauthenticity in the name of justifications. Just now I was sitting with some of my ashramites. A very beautiful meeting with some of my brahmacharis and brahmacharinis. I am always in my best when I sit with my kids. Because you will see my father dimension of not giving up on people. Today what I spoke, each one of them are hearing from me at least for the last 6 years. But with a deep patience, I'll be repeating it, reminding it, re-emphasizing it. Just like how I have done that to me. From the age of 12 to 22, I was continuously reminding my enlightened state to my biomemory. Because I did not give up on me for 10 years, and I reminded myself, I know million ways mind will justify the non-remembrance, And I know millions of solutions through which I can remind to my mind to be in remembrance. Because I fought with my mind and conquered it with million ways, I can easily remind my disciples any number of complications they bring, any possible complications they bring. When I sit with them, I clearly remember the Brahma Sukhi in me. That was the name I was using. Till 12, I was called as Swami. I was never called by my parental name. Never. I was addressed by my parental name by anybody other than my school record. From 12 to 22, the Brahma Sukhi was the name I was carrying, which was given by Kuppammal. I feel that personality is sitting in front of me as my disciples. I did not give up on that personality. If I would have given up on him, Nithyananda would not have happened. Nithyananda happened because I did not give up on him. Same way, I'm not going to give up on these guys. Just now I was sitting and talking. The ideas I was sharing with them is very useful for all of you. I wanted all of you to listen. When there is an inauthenticity in you, you only pull down by others' inauthenticity. If there is an authenticity in you, you raise others from their inauthenticity. Let me define, listen. If there is an inauthenticity in you, you get pulled down by others' inauthenticity. If you are completely authentic, you raise others from their inauthenticity. I'm giving you a few seconds for you to internalize. When you are not authentic and you wanted to justify your inauthenticity, you use comparison as a justification tool. I was telling them, you go on justify your inauthenticity by comparing all the other fellows. Oh, why should I stretch me more than this? I am better than him. I am better than her. I am better than she. But you have not given up your life for them or he or she. You have to make your life success. You have to make your enlightenment. Jealousy starts as justification, ends as declaration of supremacy. It starts in you to justify your inauthenticity. The moment you learn to justify your inauthenticity, you have started committing suicide. You just need to be buried, nothing else. Your destruction has started. For God's sake, at least don't justify your inauthenticity. Don't be inauthentic. If you are, at least don't justify your inauthenticity. Stand exposed, naked to your own inauthenticity. Even though it is little difficult, face it. Stand by it. Standing exposed to your naked inauthenticity makes you authentic. Listen, this is going to solve thousands of your problems. When you are inauthentic, you will not want to expand you to others' image about you. Then what you will do? You will carry impractical image about others, expectation about others, just to teach them a lesson. You fellow, you expect that from me. You will see now what I will expect from you. This clash is comparison and jealousy. How many of you are able to cognize with what I am saying? Do you understand? Actually, when there is a expectation from others, image of others about you, first thing what you should do, you should be authentic enough. If you feel like you have, by stretching yourself, you are going to expand, you should do it. Or at least you should be complete enough to remind yourself that is not the direction I am going to be fulfilled. For example, if somebody has an image of me as a Shiva, that I should heal them and give them boon, then naturally I am going to expand me, stretch me, and fulfill. I'll stretch myself to their image about me. But if somebody expects as an image of me, I should give 100 century in cricket, little more than Tendulkar, I am not going to do it. Understand? Listen. The anyakara, which is falling in tune with your ahankara and mamakara, which expands your ahankara and mamakara, only is expected to be fulfilled by you. Jnanatma clear? For the question with which you are hunting my head? Last 2 days, these guys are hounding me with this question. I am having a very beautiful last few days. All the ashramites constantly nagging me for the deeper and deeper understanding for authenticity and integrity. It feels so nice. It really feels so nice, because the way they ask the question, I know they already contemplated about it. Listen. What I feel as my mamakara, I am a pure consciousness. What I show as my ahankara, I am here to transmit that to you. Then what is the anyakara you guys have? You think sometime I am Shiva, sometime I am Krishna, sometime I am Devi, sometime I am Muruga. So many anyakaras you have. So, if I fulfill your anyakara, is it in align, going to fulfill my ahankara and mamakara? If it is yes, I have to stretch me. If your anyakara about me fulfills in alignment with my ahankara and mamakara, so I stretch, I fulfill. Suddenly you come and think, I should give 100th century for India cricket team. That is your anyakara, your expectation about me is no way in alignment with my feeling of me and my projection about me to you. So naturally, I am not going to stretch me to your image about me. Understand? This clarification, to which image about you you should stretch, to which you don't need to stretch, will come only if you are clear about your ahankara and mamakara. So first things first, completion with you. Clear? How many of you had this question? To which anyakara I should fulfill, which I should drop? Now clear? Now you will know very clearly which anyakaras you should be authentically stretching. Understand? If I don't stretch myself to somebody's expectation of me being Shiva or Krishna or Vishnu, I'll die. I will not be living. That direction, anyakaras, I go on, I am going to stretch myself. That is why I tell you, even after I leave the body, my Sangha is going to become like a Sai Baba's movement. Like Shirdi Sai Baba. Shirdi Sai Baba, see his movement. Why? Because he is sitting and stretching himself to every person's anyakara. So I am going to be sitting. While in this body or after leaving this body, I will be sitting and go on stretching myself. To everybody's anyakara about me. So naturally, if you expect me to be like Shiva, I'll appear like Shiva. If you expect me like Vishnu, I'll appear like Vishnu. Because that is in alignment with what I feel as me and what I project as me. All over the world, how many of you had this doubt? Which image about me I should fulfill and which I should not fulfill? Raise your hand. So now all of you are clear? Which you should fulfill and which you don't need to bother. Listen. Sometime, even, relax, you can leave your, even if their image about you has to be fulfilled authentically, it is in alignment with your ahankara and mamakara, even then you feel violent towards them. Why? Why should I stretch me to you. Come on, now I'll show you. You try to torture me with your expectation, I'll torture you with my expectation. Husband wants love, wife wants money. You expect me to continuously be loving. Now I will torture you with my expectation. Marriage is like a workshop. Husband works, wife shops. No offense. Please don't be offended. But women knows whatever fun I make about them, they don't feel offended at all, because see, even now, a simple decision I made, sending Swamis to offer respects to that Swami who passed away, I tell them very clearly, no, the image, even the statement you give, the image you project should be very clear from the beginning. Why do you think I put Devi in the same deity? Our Anandeshwara, main deity, why do you think I put the Devi in the lap? I did not put I could have put the Devi separately as two deities. Even while you do Abhishekam, you will pour the milk first on this Shiva, and the remaining little bit only will go to the Devi if it is a separate deity. That is why I decided, no, keep as one deity, so equally it is poured. So then even a sannyasini, I am very clear. I have always two sannyasinis also, so that people should know from Dhyanapeetham, sannyasinis exist and they will always be there in any public appearance. Listen, let's come to the subject. Jealousy is a violent expression you express due to inauthenticity, a violent expression of inauthenticity which starts for the survival by justification, which evolves as hiding mechanism of your inauthenticity and ends as declaration of supremacy. It takes birth as a justification of your inauthenticity. It serves as a protection cover, hiding cover of your inauthenticity. It ends as the just declaration of supremacy. How many of you are able to cognize this truth? Can you do this as assignment? Just few minutes. See how jealousy in you has started for justification. In how many places you used jealousy to justify you. Second, in how many places you used jealousy to cover your inauthenticity, to defend your inauthenticity. Oh, you expect that from me? I will teach you a lesson by expecting this from you. So this way, defending, protecting your inauthenticity. When these two jobs are over, then your jealousy goes to the extreme of declaring supremacy. With the declaration of supremacy, death happens. That's the last nail in your coffin. declaration of supremacy is the last nail in your coffin. That is why I am very clear. I am the incarnation of super consciousness, not supreme consciousness. Because the word supreme consciousness is declaration of supremacy. It comes from violence. Even though super consciousness is supreme consciousness, the word comes out of violent declaration of supremacy. I make sure the violent declaration of supremacy is avoided in every interaction. Just 5-minute assignment. Please look in. At least 2 examples for each. Your jealousy starting as a justification mechanism, your jealousy being used as a defending mechanism of your inauthenticity, your jealousy declaring your supremacy. When you finished your justification and people are tired, they feel they are all subdued, you're justified, and you defended your inauthenticity, they accepted it. Then next step is declare your supremacy. Just 5 minutes or 3 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes, okay. Just 2 examples. She says, if I feel, no, of course she's not, the situation. If she feels jealous to somebody I'm giving more attention, the first step, she justifies, oh, me and she are both are equal, but why is he giving more attention to her? Justification. Instead of stretching herself to my expectation image, she justifies. Then defending. The moment she justified to herself, to others, X and me are same, but X gets attention and not me. Now defending her inauthenticity. She will never stretch herself to my expectation, my image about her. She will say, he has to alter, not me. Defending. If her defense is also successful, then declaring supremacy. I am much better than this guy. Who is he to give attention to her more than me? Who cares for his attention? Get lost. Declaring supremacy. Understand? I am giving you one life example. Let me listen to at least 2-3 people's life examples. Come on. So that all these 3 people understand.
Whenever
See, when you justify, you tell very clearly to yourself and others, hey, what way she is better than me? Why is she getting more attention? You go on comparing your quality with her quality and justify. 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 And even if you feel she's little better than you in some things, even if she is better, he should be equivalent to both. He should not be giving more attention. And sometimes you know you are lower than her, then you say, he should be a Dina Dayala, Abad Bandhava, protector of the poor. You manipulate. The manipulation. Protector of the poor. If he does not protect the poor, who will protect? So you manipulate and justify. That is the first step. It is like a fill the gaps. Then the foundation is defending your inauthenticity. And then the building is declaration of supremacy. But the base itself will shake with earthquake. Listen, this 3 step. How you justified your jealousy. Because with justification, you give birth. When that becomes the defensive mechanism, it grows. When it declares a supremacy, it is in its peak.
Swamiji, this situation was when I was working for Microsoft, the last job I had, where I went through a really rough patch, and the truth of the matter is I wasn't able to rise up to that occasion. Now I justified it with various things, such that, oh, I was pregnant, I was nursing, it was a bad economy, the organization wasn't supportive, etc. But that is what I used, the fact that all these things existed.
Justification.
All those were justification. And then as I see it, I quit the job, and then I realized that the entire spiritual path I'm treading is actually a way of declaring my supremacy over the fact that that wasn't successful for me.
Oh.
So while the truth is also there, that it is a question, you know, I feel very connected to it. There is a part which is, I'm out to prove that, guess what? This has made me healthier. This has made me more stress-free. This has let me live a better life than all you people in Microsoft. So there is a part of that. That's
supremacy. Yes. Now understand, unless you are complete with that part which is trying to declare supremacy, you will never be able to inspire and help people. Understand? Because in your heart, the supremacy is just sitting with a veil of enriching people. You are not enriching. Understand? You are, few words you will talk about enriching, then within that few words, that veil will come out, you will declare your supremacy, and the other fellow will see who is sitting inside. Oh, this is a goat wearing a tiger skin, not the tiger itself. Because the skin will fall for few minutes. In few minutes. Understand? So now you have to be very clear, complete. Do sit with yourself and talk to yourself and declare, you are not a failure by dropping the job. Maybe that time you were not able to cope up with those things. Now let us learn to cope up with those things. You are not a failure, so you don't need to prove you are a success. As long as you think you are a failure, you have to prove your success. Heal the truth, you are a failure. Heal it, complete it, you are not. Even if you have failed, you are not a failure. You failed, but you are not a failure. You failed does not make you a failure. Understand? Anybody else? Real life situation. Please come out. Yes. Mic. Please switch on the mic.
The one that I'm trying to explain here is something what happened between me, my sister, and my family. I was always under the impression that they are giving more lenience to my sister, and
No. Please, loud.
that they are giving more lenience or love to my sister, and that my mother is expressing herself more with she being a female kid, and that she was not that emotional to me.
But usually mothers are always attached to sons. Fathers are only to daughters.
In my case, I was always trying to find out or justify myself that, oh, they are doing this, so they are doing more towards them. But only
Now, all
today
my
morning
brahmacharis have that problem. He attends only to his daughters.
Today morning yesterday night when we did that exercise, I quickly realized it, and after a few discussions with my fellow participants, I quickly called both my parents and apologized to them for what I did. Thanks for.
So no, can you give a situation or a understanding about these three? How you justify and how you defend your inauthenticity and how you declare the supremacy of your inauthenticity.
I think one of the foolish things what I did was I tried to measure their love. That's purely foolishness. That's nothing but foolishness. And after that, I started measuring, oh, they acted this way, but I'm actually more, the right thing is that we take the shelter of the responsibility of the word responsible. No, I am more responsible. I am man, so I have to take care of them. That's all, I started calculating, and I was continuously on the wrong path, and
great. Thanks. Come on, anybody else? Atma, you must be having for all these three situations. Come on, tell the story.
In one of the department which I worked, Swamiji, I had a problem with my co-ashramite. It's like you expected me to be a bit mature, but at that time I was not able.
You are capable of becoming matured.
At that time, I was not able to stretch myself, stretch up to your Anyakara. Because of that, I came out from the department. By that, I was like, I supported myself that I did my best, but I didn't realize that I can do even more.
Understand? Fulfilling my Anyakara about you is surrender to me. People go on claiming, I surrender me to you. I surrender to you. Oh Guru, I surrender to you. Sharanagati Prabhu, Sharanagati. I am defining Sharanagati, understand? Anybody who thinks you have surrendered to me, fulfilling my Anyakara is surrendering to me. If not, you are asking me to surrender to you. No, I surrender to you. You should be doing as I want you. It means what? So I have to fulfill your Anyakara. So I have to surrender to you. So all surrender is dangerous. You understand? Now how dangerous is the disciples' surrender? No, they say, I surrendered to you. Now you should behave as I wanted. You should have been God for me. Declaring the supremacy of your inauthenticity. First understand. Jealousy starts as the justification of your inauthenticity. It grows as a defense mechanism of your inauthenticity. It rises as the declaration of the supremacy of your inauthenticity. The moment you declare the supremacy, jealousy has already become cancerous. It has become cancerous. Now, let's go to the next tattva. Whenever there is the inauthenticity in Anyakara, you end constantly comparing yourself and your life with others. Please understand. Listen. When others image about you, if you decide not to stretch yourself to that and not to complete with that, please understand. Even if you don't stretch yourself to their Anyakara, for example, somebody expects me to be Shiva. I'm going to stretch me. Somebody wants me to play the role of Tendulkar. I'm not going to stretch me to that, but I am not going to hurt him. I am going to complete with him. Why did you expect that from me? I did not prepare me to do that role for you in your life. And I never even gave an iota of confidence or the promise to you that I will fulfill your expectation of me in that line. So I'm going to complete with him. But many times you neither fulfill nor interested in completion. You just disregard. Understand, anybody you disregard hits back to you, hits back at you. Do not disregard anybody's anyakara. Indifference to anyakara is inauthenticity. Understand? Every anyakara comes to you as a boon. When you stretch yourself to something, you express extraordinary powers. When you complete with something, you express peace and contentment. The person who expects me to play the Tendulkar role, when I complete with him, no, I will not be able to fulfill because I do not commit in that line. And I am going to stretch myself in a different line. When you complete, you are peaceful with yourself and others. If you are indifferent, what do you mean telling me to play a centuries? 100th century. Is that a lie? Come on, see what I am doing. I am Shiva. See how many people experience Shiva in me. You expect just Tendulkar from me? No. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Then he is going to throw the ball on me, whether I am going to kick it to sixer or not. He is going to throw the ball on me. Whether I am going to kick the ball or not, ball is going to kick me. It is coming towards me. Either complete it by kicking it, or that is going to kick you. Whenever there is an inauthenticity, in you about others' expectation. See, when I say inauthenticity, you neither want to fulfill nor want to complete. Indifference, disrespect, abusal. That is what I call inauthenticity in dealing with others' image about you. You end up in jealousy, hurting others and you, anger towards others and you, and suffering to others and you. I tell you, just with these basic few truths and basic kriyas to make your brain awakened to these truths, I can remove all psychological sufferings, mental disorders from the world. Please understand, I am not talking out of ego. Authentically, with integrity, I am declaring. We can remove all the psychological sufferings and mental disorders from the world just with these few truths. We should take the responsibility for people to listen. We should take the responsibility for people to be authentic. Whenever your throat center collapses due to jealousy. You operate in life from a very narrow and limited perspective. Will have an experience of continuous desperation, frustration, dissipation of energy, tiredness, constantly shrinking. How many of you feel every year passing you are only shrinking? Then you have the problem, your throat center is collapsing. No. You have to complete your jealousy. You have to sit with yourself. Every year, every passing year, I only feel clearly I am enriching me and enriching others. Especially this year, oh God, the best. I have hit on the lottery of enlightenment. I should actually declare my Sangha starts as a Sangha only this year. With these great truths of Chaturveda, 4 Mahavagyas, Chatur Mahavagyas, integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching. Till now, I was only revealing the mystical components, what I brought, like kriyas, yogas, meditation techniques, life solutions. But only now, my Sangha starts.
Yes, after the beautiful cognitions about how jealousy happens and how the justification that leads to establishing the supremacy was beautifully described. So now it is time for us to internalize how this exactly happens within our lives and how we can complete with that feeling of not being good enough or trying to compare with the other person, and just bringing that completion alone is sufficient for us to allow the energy expression from the Vishuddhi Chakra, the throat center. So with that, we come to the end of today's sessions. We thank all of you for being with us throughout the day. And tomorrow, we will be beginning the sessions again at 7 a.m. New York time with Nithya Yoga. So do not miss the yoga sessions, as we constantly keep reminding everyone every day. It is for us to prepare for the rest of the day. So with that, let us offer our deep gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivoham, with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War,